Oh my God. I don't know what just happened, but I will take it. A win is a win. They don't ask you how, they ask you how many. Holy mother of God. The Jets improved to 4-3 after a game that just set the NFL back probably 40 years. I'd like to apologize to anyone with eyeballs who had to sit and watch that game because that was a historically horrific showing of offensive football. Good God. But the Jets got it done. That's all that matters. They improved to 4-3. Ryan, Green Bean, all three of us will be in the building on Monday Night Football for Jets Chargers. If you don't have tickets, make sure to pick up the tickets at talkingjets.com. All right, let's get into this game. So the Giants win the toss and defer. The Jets start with the football. Okay, Brees, screen, takes it for 12 yards. Good. Brees, run. All right, fine. Wilson holds on to the ball too long, gets hit. Looks like maybe a fumble, but incomplete pass. All right, the Jets survive. Next play, fumbles. Mekhi Becton got beat to shit by Kayvon Thibodeau, who had a stellar game. KT was great in this game. I don't want to hear about Kayvon Thibodeau being a bust. He was stellar in this game for the New York Giants. Good God. For whatever reason, on possession one and throughout the entirety of the game, Zach Wilson was just holding on to the ball forever. Have to get the ball out quicker. Thank God it didn't cost him in this game. A story for another time. All right, Giants go 3 and out after that fumble, but they already had great field position, so they settle for 3 points, 3-0. Jets in the hole. All right, fine. Okay, fine. Jets go 3 and out. They punt it right back. Giants go 3 and out. Bryce Huff comes up with a big sack on third down. I am asking, begging, pleading, Joe Douglas, Woody Johnson, the New York Jets organization, the whole effing team, pay whatever it takes to keep Bryce Huff here. He is too important to this football team to let walk. You must, and I mean must, keep him in green and white. I wish they got something done during the bye. They didn't. Figure it out. He has to remain a New York Jet. He is too important to this team. All right, fine. The Jets get the ball back, run, dump off to Brees. Brees, no gain, punt. There was a ton of punts, and thank God. By the way, also, want to mention this. Special teams, a major factor in this game, and Thomas Morstead is such an upgrade over Braden Mann. I do not want to hear anything negative towards me ever again about being too hard on Braden Mann through the first 3 years of his NFL career, because I got it. In my comments, too many people were saying, oh, you're too hard on Braden Mann. Why are you so against Braden Mann? Well, this is why. Thomas Morstead is an effing stud. He is a big reason why the New York Jets won this football game. He comes up with a great punt. Okay, Giants ball. Incomplete pass. 3-yard run. Tyrod for 2 yards. Punted away. A lot of punts in this game. Jets get the ball. Garrett Wilson for 14 yards. They didn't pick up the first down. Jets ended up punting on this possession right down to the 2-yard line. Again, Thomas Morstead, you are an absolute stud of a human being. 2 runs from the New York Giants, sets up at 3rd and 4. Screen, Quincy Williams comes up with a mega tackle. Giants punt the ball back to the New York Jets. This is when the New York Jets get on the board, their first and only touchdown of the game. Breece Hall, 50-plus yards. How you doing on a screen? Just get the ball in his hands. Myself and Jake Asman, shout out Jake Asman, a legend of the New York Jets community, has been asking, begging, pleading to get the ball into Breece Hall's hands in the passing attack. They finally do it. They hit a screen to him. He takes it up the field and goes off because, you know what? If we're being honest with ourselves, Breece Hall on the ground did not have the day that I expected him to. Okay. Jets defense back on the field. Al Woods goes down. He would not return. Big injury there, the first of many injuries. Quincy Williams called for a late flag on Tyrod. Not ideal. Quincy Williams made a bunch of really big plays, also got hit with a bunch of penalties in this game. We'll talk about the penalties in a little bit. Good tackle from Sauce Gardner, sets a 4th and 1, and thank you, Brian Dable, for attempting the field goal, not going for it, because we would see a missed kick from Graham Gano. Sets up the Jets with pretty good field position. Unfortunately, Connor McGovern, the Jets starting center, would go down. Conklin gets blown up. Would have been nice to see him hold on to the ball. He was unable to. Morstead, another beauty of a punt. Okay, great. Jets get the ball. Jets defense on the field. JFM hit with an offside. Solomon Thomas hit with a face mask. And then you would get Phelps was the Giants' right tackle in this game, would get hit with a false start, sets up a 3rd and 12. Giants just check it down, dump it off. They would punt it away. Okay, Jets with the football. Garrett Wilson, another slant for 15-yard. Bang. Jets with the ball. 2nd down on this play. Zach Wilson steps up in the pocket, throws a nice ball to Allen Lazard. Unfortunately dropped. Bad Allen Lazard day. I am a big fan of Allen Lazard. He did not play well today. Incomplete pass. Another incomplete pass. The Jets would decide to punt. Tyrod rushes for 4 yards, and he was hurt on the play. He would leave with a rib injury and not return. A really bummer of an injury for the New York Giants. I'm a big fan of Tyrod Taylor in this game. Like, that is really tough to see. I never root for injuries. Don't want to see injuries. The Giants would end up forcing the ball. Beautiful play action fake from Zach Wilson. That was this Aaron Rodgers sneakily who went in and made that play? The Jets pick up some nice yardage. Now, Wes Schweitzer goes down. So Wes Schweitzer comes in at right guard, right, to play for Joe Tippmann. Has to then move over to center after Connor McGovern goes down. And then he is out. So now the Jets are on their, 4th or 5th offensive tackle in this game? Incomplete pass. The Jets punted away. All right, Whitehead almost picks off the first throw from DeVito. DeVito runs and slides short of the first down. They punted away. Next play, Xavier Newman. All right, Xavier Newman is now the Jets' new center. Who Xavier Newman is, I don't know. I have no idea who Xavier Newman is. He comes in, bad snap. First snap, fumble. Zach Wilson fumbles the football. And then for whatever, the Giants recover. They get great field position. Jermaine Johnson sack. Mosley batted down. It ends up being a 4th and 9. The Giants would punt it away. Jets 3 and out. They punt. You had Jermaine Johnson and JFM team up for a sack. Halftime. So the Jets go into halftime with a lead 7-3. Pretty ugly half. Neither offense does a damn thing, but you take it. Okay, fine. Out of the half, Giants start with the ball. They won the toss. They deferred, so they got the ball to start the second half. Saquon Barkley, a couple really big runs. That stinks. Then you have 2 really bad penalties. The first from Quincy Williams. He goes up high. They're going to call that every time. I understand the frustration. I understand that people don't want to see that called in the NFL in 2023. They're going to call that every single time. Next penalty, Jermaine Johnson. They have DeVito wrapped up at this point. The play is over. He comes in high, lays a late hit. That extends the play. The Giants end up running it in. DeVito sneaks it in for a touchdown. They go in front 10-7. I want to reiterate, I understand the frustration from Jet fans on both of those penalties. From Quincy Williams, number 1. From Jermaine Johnson, number 2. They're going to call that every single time. Every single time they are calling that. I am sorry, but they're going to call it. All right, fine. Jets are down for the first time in a while, down 10-7. False start, Max Mitchell, defensive pass interference against Garrett Wilson. Brees for 5 yards. Unfortunately, the Jets would punt. Giants, 3rd and long. They would go 3 and out. They run it on 3rd and long, punt. Jets, guess what? They go 3 and out. At this point in the game, the New York Jets were 0 for 10 on 3rd down. They punted away. Big play against the run from Quincy Williams. Things you just absolutely love to see. He bounces back in that big spot, sets up a 3rd and long. The Giants would end up punting the football. Jets with it. Screen for a loss of 1. Brees screen for 9. Zach Wilson sets up a 3rd and 1. He had Brees Hall in the flat. Had him in the flat. Just flat out missed him. Terrible pass. They punted away. Giants, they just go run, pass. Run, punt. Excuse me, not run, pass. Run, punt. Garrett Wilson, crazy catch. It was reviewed, but it ruled the catch. Hall run for -3 yards. An incomplete pass, run short. Morstead punts it inside the 5. Thanks again for Thomas Morstead. Giants run. And then on 4th down, Michael Clemens almost cost the New York Jets this game. Michael Clemens on 4th down, jumped off sides, gives them a 1st down, eats up more clock. The Giants they go run, and then they end up forcing the Giants to punt the football, but still a really bad penalty in that spot. All right, so the New York Jets with the ball back, screen to Brees Hall, incomplete pass to Garrett Wilson, a ball you'd probably like to see Garrett Wilson come up with. Zach runs for 17 for a 1st down, the first time the New York Jets convert on a 3rd down. They were 1 for 11 at this point. And then, oh my God. All right, so the Jets Zach Wilson would take a 10-yard sack, just throw the ball away. He was outside of the pocket. There is no reason to take that sack in that spot. He takes a sack. Lazard drops it on 2nd down, and then a sack on 4th down. Just unbelievably frustrating stuff from Zach Wilson and the New York Jets. They punt it down. The Giants 3 runs. They attempt a field goal. Oh, excuse me. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me backtrack. So it was a sack on 4th down. Zach Wilson doesn't throw it away or try to make a play. Instead, takes a sack on 4th down. The Giants, they just go 3 runs. They try a long field goal. They miss it. Graham Gano, who they gave millions and millions of dollars to, big-time contract, he misses it. No good. Still a 10-3 game. Big play to Garrett Wilson. They stopped the clock at 17 seconds. There was a penalty on the play as well. The Jets would end up hitting another big play over the middle of the field. They run up to the line of scrimmage. My mind is going back to the Denver game. I am screaming at the TV to spike the ball. Clock it, clock it, clock it. The Jets spike it with 1 second left. They're set up for a game-tying field goal. And Greg the effing leg goes out and ties the game. We get overtime on this garbage game, a game that was absolutely horrific offensively for both sides. Okay, the Jets forced the Giants to go 3 and out. They punted to the New York Jets. Bad punt. All right, Jets get the ball into field goal range. Finally, really nice plays just to get it down there into field goal range. A penalty in the positive direction for the New York Jets. Sets up a field goal. Greg the leg from 35 hits it. And the New York Jets win 13-10. Oh my effing goodness gracious. They don't ask you how, they ask you how many. The Jets improved to 4-3, a 13-10 overtime win for the New York Jets. It was ugly football, kind of expected in this game. Again, the Giants defense, as I said, throughout the week has been playing significantly better football in this game. Zach Wilson, 17 of 36, which, by the way, let's do some quick math. 17 of 36 is 47% completion for 240 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Zach Wilson led the day with 25 rushing yards. Garrett Wilson, 7 catches, 100 yards. Breece Hall had the receiving touchdown. Tyrod Taylor went 4 for 7 for 8 yards in this game. Tommy DeVito, who came in relief, 2 of 7 for -1 yards. The Giants could not do a damn thing offensively throwing the football. Saquon Barkley ran the ball 36 times for 128 yards. No touchdowns, but 3.6 yards per attempt. The Jets kept them under 4 yards per carry. The Jets kept the Giants to only 10 points scored in the game. For some reason, on Twitter, the amount of people that were blaming the New York Jets defense throughout this game was absolutely unbelievable. I don't know why, I don't know how, but the number of tweets that I was getting was, oh, we expect the offense to sink under Zach Wilson. The Jets defense can't give up one drive, and it was only one drive that they gave up the entire day. And it was still enough to draw criticism. And you know what? There were some undisciplined penalties, but a win is an effing win. And the Jets improved to 4-3. I'll be in the building on Monday Night Football for Jets Chargers. Let me know your thoughts on this game down below in the comments. I'm Matt O'Leary. I'll catch you next time.